My childhood would not have been the same without the Nintendo Entertainment System. The NES era was awesome, but all good things must come to an end. We moved on to better games on more powerful systems as generation after generation of new console came out, and today the NES era is long gone, but not forgotten. I've recently gone back to the Nintendo Entertainment System to relive the memories, to replay the awesome games that consumed so many hours of my childhood, and in doing so I came to a stark realization that there are three types of games. Games that are good, games that are bad, and games I thought were good. It was extremely heartbreaking to learn that many of the games I thought were awesome were in fact utter rubbish, as joy and happiness were replaced with anger and frustration. I truly felt after playing these games that I was mourning the death of a game. And this series, Ultimate Suckage, Mourning the Death of a Game, is dedicated to those fallen games. Hey, how you doing? This is The End, and welcome to Ultimate Suckage, Mourning the Death of a Game. It's a new series where I talk about games I used to like as a kid, but grew up to hate. Now, our first game up for review is Fester's Quest. Now, to be honest, it's not the worst game I've ever played, but it definitely has its problems, and today we're going to explore exactly why. But before we do, let's just take a look back and remember, what exactly was Fester's Quest? Let's check it out. Fester's Quest is a game based on the Addams Family TV show. The plot of the game is that space aliens have invaded and our hero, Uncle Fester, is out to stop them. I'm not sure what space invaders have to do with the Addams Family, but whatever. Any excuse to go out and kick some alien ass is good enough. Now, for the gameplay. This game is a top-view adventure game similar to Zelda or certain parts of Blaster Master. Fester's Quest doesn't have levels per se. Here you have a more seamless type of gameplay like in Zelda, where you transition back and forth between the overworld and the labyrinths. In Fester's Quest, you transition between the streets, the sewers, and inside of buildings. Later in the game, you will board a spaceship, and from there you will make your way to the final boss. Every area is in top view, with the exception of the buildings, which are in first-person view, like the mazes in Golgo 13 or the cabins in Friday the 13th. You start off with a gun that looks like a horn that can be upgraded to a maximum level 8, and along the way you'll fight various enemies that drop items such as keys, which you need to enter houses and buildings, light bulbs to light up sewers, money to buy hot dogs to refill your life, and weapon upgrades and downgrades. In your mission, you'll go into houses where members of the Addams Family give you various items to help you, such as vice grips, potions to refill your life or make you invulnerable, missiles, TNT, and the Mighty Noose, which summons Lurch, who wipes out all the enemies on the screen, and later in the game you'll even receive a whip from Morticia, which can be upgraded to a maximum level 4. The objective of the game is to make your way through these streets and sewers and into these buildings where you engage in boss fights. Each boss leaves a clue, and when you obtain all the clues, you board the spaceship. It's similar in a way to collecting the pieces of the Triforce in Zelda. The last thing I want to talk about is the menu. You get a menu which displays your clues, your weapons levels, and your items. So, sounds pretty interesting, right? Wrong! This game is a piece of shit! There are a multitude of problems I have with this game. First of all, you start off with 2 life bars. That's it. 2 fucking life bars. You know what that means? That means 1, 2, you're fucking dead. Game over. Now there are 2 life bars that you can get in the game. The first one is in this first building, where you turn in this hallway and go into the dead end, and there you go. There it is. The second life bar, you have to take this hidden path through these bushes to access the house where the Addams Family resides, and that's where you get the second life bar. The problem is that the game gives you absolutely no indication on where these life bars are, or that they even exist. There are no clues in the game on where to find this. Now, do you see what the problem is with that? The problem is that when this game came out, you didn't have internet or strategy guides to help you. You just ran into these bars on accident. So either you got lucky or you were screwed. You went through the whole game with 2 measly life bars. Anyway, moving on. The second problem I have with this game are the weapons are fucking useless. You start off with a gun that can be upgraded to a maximum level 8. The problem is, most of these upgrades are absolutely retarded. Gun levels 1 and 2 are not so bad. You just shoot straight and level 2 adds range. The problem begins at level 3 where you shoot these orange boomerang shaped things that move in a wave. The wavelength is too freaking big, and what happens is you end up missing half the enemies you're trying to shoot. Level 4 adds wavelength and amplitude, magnifying the problem. I mean, look, check this out. Okay, we just got the level 4 upgrade. Okay, we're gonna go in this house and get some TNT from Pugsley. There we go. Alright, now I need to get to this other house. See on the bottom right to get some vice grips, and there's some blue frogs come. Oh shit, I just got hit. Now watch me try to look at that shit. Look how, see how the boomerangs just went right around him? Now look at this. Alright, now I need to go get some hot dogs so I can refill my life bar. There we go. Okay, there's... wait. Alright, the frog. Look at that. I'm trying to shoot him. Look at that. Look, see how at the wall look. Can't even fucking hit him. Man. Jeez. There we go. Oh, shit. Weapons downgrade. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Another frog. Shit. It doesn't seem so bad when you're in a wide open space, but this game has a lot of areas where you're in tight corridors and projectiles stop when they hit the wall, effectively turning your gun into a melee weapon. A lot of these corridors are narrower than your gun's range. I mean, what the fuck kind of shit is that? They should have made this like the wave gun in Metroid. Now that would have made more sense. Level 5 and 6 aren't much better. You shoot these revolving black balls and you still have the problem of missing enemies, and the balls stop when they hit the wall. I mean, look at this. Okay, here we are with the level 6 upgrade. Now watch me try to shoot. You see that? That's level 6, inside the sewers. Look at that. You can't... look, you just... I have to use TNT to kill this shit because my gun's a piece of shit. There we go. So you try to shoot and it just hits the wall. You have no range. I mean, why do they think that would be a good idea? Now look at these rats. You gotta fight it. There, you see... that's how it looks in a more open space. It's somewhat usable in a more open space, but in tight quarters you can't even use it at all. So look how wide that is. See, it's not so bad in a wide open space, but when you're in a confined corridor like that, it's completely useless. I mean, what the fuck? The gun should be effective anywhere in the game. What a piece of shit. Level 7 is better. You're shooting these two beams of triangles that crisscross each other. The problem is that there are still big gaps in the gun's effective range. You can shoot down narrow corridors, but the problem is that you must position yourself precisely, otherwise the projectiles hit the wall. Level 8 is a breath of fresh air. You shoot 3 projectiles straight, which closes any gaps in the gun's effective range, and you can shoot down corridors without much problem. But it still has its flaws. Even though you shoot 3 beams of triangles, if one hits a wall, the other 2 disappear. I mean, can you imagine playing Contra and having the spread gun and having the entire volley disappear when one of the bullets hits something? Well anyway, despite its problems, get the final upgrade ASAP. Don't even venture out from the beginning of the game until you are fully upgraded. Just walk around killing these spores and collect upgrades until you are at level 8. It should only take about like 5 minutes. It'll make your game a hell of a lot easier. The final problem with the gun is it's too damn weak, even at level 8. Some of these enemies take a shitload of shots to kill and jump at you rather fast, and when they're in the air, you can't hit them. You can try falling back, but the enemies just respawn. I mean, playing this game, all you do is just mash buttons. Do you know what it feels like playing this game? That's right, the torture scene from Metal Gear Solid.
How did you like that?